Greetings and welcome back to Ostriv. I'm KatherineOfSky and we have a lot to do in this episode. I have been reading all your comments and you've had some very interesting things to say, everyone. So thank you very much for those. A couple of things I'd like to share with you. First of all, we are going to activate these fields. I kind of forgot to do that for some odd unexplained reason. I thought I did, but obviously I did forget. So we'll just change those right now. Just activate them all. And another thing that I would like to do, there was a good suggestion for building a clay pit and a woodcutter's hut over by all of this new construction. I think it's a fabulous idea. So we're going to do that. Let's see, I could put... I'm kind of thinking of like, where do I want future expansion? Maybe just a woodcutter's hut in the middle here. That would be okay. Or close to this side, because I feel like we could probably expand this way. I think we can see the border of our land right there. That red line probably demarcates the land that we have to build on. So I'm thinking, maybe we could even put the woodcutter's hut right here. And then people can grab the wood from here. That seems to make a little bit of sense to me. Okay, so let's get our forestry here. Or should we? We could put it right here, actually. Maybe that's better. Okay, we're going to just put it right here. I think this is going to be fine. We'll have it right outside of this house there. Okay, put the forestry there. It's going to be first priority. And then I'll put a clay pit right over here. Let's look at that. The clay pit. And we'll have the outlet go that way, I think. That looks very nice indeed. Okay, cool. That looks pretty cool. And we could even have like a little market center here if we wanted to, with a couple of stalls if we like. And I think that might be ideal to a degree. What is this? Fishing dock. Looking for builders. Wow, all right. So they're not quite done yet. With this is our new fishing dock that's kind of going up. Good. Happy to see that happening. And someone had an awesome idea for getting fields to be parallel, and I thought this was absolutely fantastic. So what you do, you grab yourself a farm, and then put a series of fields down, whatever way you want them to be parallel. So for example, like this. Oops, let me grab the farm again. Let's see, and then you basically build several fields in a row, or whatever, like something like 2 or 3 fields. Let's rotate the entrances, and then what you can do is you just delete one, demolish this, and then you can have, whoa, I don't know if that fence is going to come back, but from there you can have 2 at least, parallel fields going upward. Of course, you want to put the side on the side then. Let's see. This may be even a bug over here. That's happening to us, where the fence kind of disappeared from there. It's still clearly a field, but you could make this the second field narrower, but you could have perfectly straight fields if you wanted to do it that way. And I thought that was a really good thing that I wanted to show you guys. Oh, Balaklia is, the messenger is visiting. Let me just demolish these guys for now and see if there's anything we want to trade with them. I think nothing. Apparently, and I forgot, one of these other 2 places, Darhachi or Marefa, buys either flour or wheat. Can't remember which one. Someone mentioned that in the comments. We're going to look at that. So let's see, potatoes. Do we have any potatoes on us for trade? Do we want to sell potatoes? It's another question we have. Looks like we have 10 to trade, so why not trade them? Absolutely. Let's go and trade these potatoes to Balaklia. Sell them 10. Deal. Go. So we can start getting a little bit more money into our colony so we can increase the wealth of the people. It's going to be great. All right, guys, come on, remove those trees so we can get this forestry up here. And then I think what we need to do is probably fire people. I'm going to fire all of the workers in one of the forestry huts, mostly because we could use them on the farms. They can help sow the seeds and everything. And let's check on our cows. We do need to check. Oh, wait, we need to probably increase the number of workers here. But we do have our resource supply set up so that everyone can bring food for the animals and also water. Okay, so we have 13 animals in here. I could start slaughtering the young bulls. I don't know if they give you less meat though. I'm not quite sure. We do have 2 oxen that are 1 year old each. Is that old enough to order a plow? Yes, it is. Okay, so maybe that's the cutoff point for the age of oxen. Where did they go? They're in the other hut here. Where are no? There must be somewhere. We'll find them eventually. Oh, they were already taken, I think. Were they taken already? Good gracious. Or am I just not seeing them? I think they must have already been allocated or something. Okay, I think they must have been allocated. Our worker is going to go and collect them. So hopefully they'll get brought over here. Nice. Okay. There we go. Yes, because we currently have 11. We had 13 just a little bit ago. And then these, again, all these bulls. Dang, that's quite a lot of bulls. But we're not going to slaughter the oldest bull because we want our cows to keep producing, well, offspring so that they can be turned into tasty hamburgers later. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but it is true. I mean, we're going to eat some of this meat, and we're also going to need the leather because, as some of you have guessed, one of the important things we want to do here is start the shoemaking industry, which gathers us a lot of gold. They're $35 per unit to sell to, I think it's Durhachi that buys them. And we'll see that once they come to visit us. I don't want to spend any money on messengers at the present moment. Okay, so we have people sowing the fields. Somebody asked me if farm labor is prioritized over other types of labor. I don't know. I honestly do not know this information. It seems to be prioritized in a way. But, over, say, for example, the laborers carrying materials to any of these areas like the trading post or the granary or the market stalls, all of these places that we have set for the resource supply to be, brought by laborers and things like that. Why is this set so weirdly? We'd rather have just everybody bring stuff. Because I don't want to rely on laborers. If we don't have laborers, it's another thing. I'm kind of changing my mind on that idea there. Okay, so that's fine. Let's check the other market stalls here. Okay, these are all included here. Okay, there we are. Yeah, those are quite strange, those conditions there. Okay, there we are. We're good. All right, and we have our fishermen fishing now that it's springtime. Time to go and catch all of those funky fish that live in the waters. Imagine they catching carp maybe, or trout, who knows. Something like that could be awesome. Let's order 3 boats for this fishing dock, and I want to make sure that we have some carpenters available to make those things. Right, we do have he's making the plow right now. I feel like we could use another cart parking somewhere. So maybe, let's see where we can add cart parking. Do we have a little, there's one here. That's a good spot, but we should probably have one nearby this clay pit. I think that could be a good thing. Right, cart parking, and it's also will be near the, all right, we'll put it here, and then we'll put a well right behind it as well. Okay, and a well. There we are. Let's go to R. There we go. Nice. Kind of has a nice little area there where we can put some stuff. And someone mentioned putting benches by workplaces. That's a pretty good idea. We'll try that. Another person mentioned that no, you shouldn't put benches anywhere because people go home anyway. I don't know which one is the valid thing here. I don't know whether they always go home or sometimes go home. I have no idea. But we're going to just put some benches around because they're kind of friendly and cool anyway, I think. They're kind of like nice atmospheric decorations. Oh, by the way, if you have not seen it yet, the dev for this game has posted a survey on Twitter of what you would like to see next in the next update. So do go on Twitter, and it's the dev's website is linked in the description below, and the Twitter is linked from the website. So do check that out and vote for what you'd like to see next, because it's kind of a nice thing for the community to be able to just tell people what they want, you know, and what's important to them and stuff like that. All right, let's put one more bench like right here, possibly. Place is occupied. I know there are like millions of people running across. Let's get some birch trees going on as well. I want to grow a few trees out here because they looks lonely. The place looks lonely. Okay, and also in some of these triangular areas where there's less traffic, kind of be nice to have a little bit of greenery. Oh, this is great over here. Check that out. Just going to have our birch city going on. Okay, so how are we doing? They're currently making one house, but this needs to be cleared of one tree. Okay, how are the fields looking? This one is lying fallow. That one is also fallow. They just happen to be in a weird spot together. All right, cool. Things are happening. Right, so they are going onward. There's 6 fields here. How many are here? 4 or 5. These only have 5 fields. Okay, well, these are smaller fields as I recall anyway. It's already April. So this is potatoes. This is sunflowers. So this one has not been attended to at all yet, which is unfortunate. Come on, guys, you can do it. Please do stuff. Please go and plow that field. Is it active? It should be active. There it is. It's active. And then the other one is going to be fallow. So they just have to do that one field. I wonder if it's too late to plow. It might be too late. Maybe they just didn't get to it. Darn it. Maybe they got, you know what? I wonder if they got the plow too late. Are they going to sow it even though it's not plowed? It's not saying anything. I hope they could. It's probably too late. I bet May is way too late for that. Darn it. I could move this field. I wonder if it's just too far. Like maybe it's just far too far. So, all right, let's move this field elsewhere. So let's delete this field here. Say just deactivate. We can't deactivate it during the season. Darn it. Can we demolish it? Can't remove during season. No. Oh boy. Okay, that's not great. Golly gee. Okay, yeah. What do I do about this? It's not sown. There's nothing to it. Now the question is, are they going to walk longer here, like that, or are they going to walk longer here? I think I should probably leave it. I think I should leave it. I think they got the plow late or something. But if that happens in the next year, then that's going to be a real problem for us. All right, this family's out of money. We don't know why. They do have some stuff. They have food and water. So they shouldn't be in danger of dying just yet. We're completing these houses very quickly, which is really nice. So how's this going? This is one tree to be removed. You guys are... They should be able to remove those trees because they only have 69 logs, and I think they can store maybe 200 of them, I hope. Is this almost done? Come on, guys, you can do it. You can make this stuff. I should have watched those two. Are these two foresters? No, I don't think so. Those other guys were walking with purpose. You could tell. They were like, yeah, let's go and get this thing done. At least I thought they were going to go off and chop down that tree there. Oh, Balaklia is visiting. Let's see. Do we have any more potatoes? We could sell them more potatoes. We have no potatoes to sell other than what is in the trade office. I'm just kind of looking. Do we have enough flour to last until later? Probably. Let's sell them those 10 potatoes. Why not? There you go. We'll sell you the potatoes. Deal. Boom. There we go. Need some way to keep our economy running. Oh man, look at, they're still gathering trees from here? No. I want you to do the woodcutter's hut first. So they were walking with purpose. They were lumberjacks, lumber cutters. Those two, they were just collecting trees. All right, well, I hope they get down to business and start or maybe they were already cut and they're just collecting them. I don't know. These have 4 trees left to be removed. This is so cool. I love that they're all different houses and that, you know, the roads kind of go up and down this landscape. It looks very, very nice. Looks really cool, I think. So, all right, come on, guys. Let's go. Go, go, go. Keep building stuff. I think the biggest problem may be storage of logs. Is that what's going on here? We have 71 logs in storage here. How is this hut doing? We could just make them live there because they have 4 logs. I don't know if the amounts of logs are... Well, it says they're waiting 2. I'm just wondering if logs have a smaller stack amount. Like, oh, look at this. They're still doing these dang houses. No. Do this one first, man. Please. First. Emergency. I really don't want to cancel these because that's going to be a pain in the socks to have to... You know what? I could pause them all, actually. That's what I'll do. I will pause them. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. All right. That will work for me. All right, but they look at how nicely they've already stacked up materials for everything else. They're pretty much just waiting for the trees to be removed. Man, kind of almost makes you wish for some Factorio solutions for this. I don't even want to say grenades or flamethrower or nanobots or something, but I feel like it. Some days you feel like it. Okay, so 2 families are out of money. Let's go and slow down the game a little bit. We have the Samokush family, and we've got another one, Samchenko family. Dang it, people. We have unemployed. The father's unemployed. Wow, here both people are unemployed. Why are there people unemployed here? All right, we have, you know what? We're going to open up vacancies, I think, here for all the menfolk who want to work there. This farm is already opened up. Oh, you know, we could also open up the butchery. We've got people working the oil workshop. Slaughterhouse, yes. Granary, should we have them work at this granary? I don't know if it's important enough to move them. I could, you know what, I'm going to open up this granary and I'm going to close this one. I think that's the better idea. Because this one is going to need, oopsies, this one is actually more centrally located, so I think that's a better idea. So the tannery, yes, we can open up that as well. All right, so how many people do we have here? We have open vacancies 2. I hope that that's kind of Windmill Farm. Were these the families, or I see mother is still unemployed. This is not good. Look at these 2 are both unemployed. Why is that? Why are they not going to work? Forestry. Maybe it's just going to take a little while for it to kind of register there. Look at this. They're still chopping trees. No, guys. I told you to pause the construction. I want you to do the forestry first, please. All right. So this This field is supposed to be oh, it is growing. Look at that. Well, they're teeny tiny sunflowers. Can you see them? Wow, that's cool. So the itty bitty teeny tiny, it did get sowed. They are growing, and hopefully they'll have enough time to ripen and mature so that we can get lots of sunflower oil sold. That's our new priority, I think. So we can get that sorted out. And oh, there we go. There we go. Hello. Check this out. Okay. So immediately upon finishing this thing, we're going to open up this forestry to all the workers and then close one of the other ones, or maybe even both, depending on how many. Well, looks like one person was looking for a job. No housing available. I am aware of no housing. Hello, it's okay. Game, it's all right. We can do this. It'll be fine. My goodness. So it's kind of interesting to me how our town has evolved. I'm wondering if these houses are too far from employment. Like maybe we shouldn't be making this sort of nation with suburbs. Maybe I should be putting houses kind of closer to the farms, or put some houses here and then more farms over there, or mirror the farms here. I'm not quite sure how that works. You know, do the people look for the closest job? What if they work very far away? Does that give them a job penalty? Okay, mother, you need to get a job. You need a job. Really, you need a job. It's going to be good. Right, we have one worker there, one there. We have 2 empty stalls where we could hire a woman. See, now this is the problem. It's like it tells me that there's no women looking for jobs. And I don't know if that's bugged or not. I'm just kind of like looking and trying to observe. All right, let's fire you guys. There we go. So we're going to have people working over there. I really wish there was like a labor pool where laborers could be paid even if they don't do any labor. Like, I would want them on the payroll just so that they're not unemployed and they have no money to buy food, because that just seems very, very sad to me. We're going to continue the rest of these house constructions here. All right, let's just continue all of them. And then our forestry workers are going to keep on chopping down all of these trees that are needed for just to get these houses going on here. I should have made the curve a little bit, maybe a little bit shallower so we don't have to chop down so many trees. But anyway, we are going to build a couple of other industries here shortly when we get to it. So are we still looking for jobs? Not really. Maybe. Cow shed, unemployed, father's unemployed there. Slaughterhouse, farm, granary. I'm just kind of looking, just manually looking here. There's another unemployed person. Or was that the same one? No, there's 2 now. There's a 3rd, but they're not showing up on our population report. I wish they did. All right, this is really cool that they're moving in here. Family's out of money. Which family would that be? Yep, that would be the one. Oh, well, at least they're both laborers now. And that's no surprise because we are gathering crops here. Now, a few of you guys have said, why don't you prioritize gathering? So what that means is the people here are just going to take stuff inside the farm. That's not saying prioritize farm work over every other kind of work. And I don't want to prioritize gathering. I want them right now to collect, to reap the fields. And then they can gather during the winter time. That's fine, because the only time I would see this as very useful, this particular option, is like the first year. If you have several fields and you have no money or no food anywhere, then prioritize gathering a little bit just to get some food that can be distributed to the granary and therefore then to the market stalls. But otherwise, I really don't want to use that option. It would not be advantageous to us. I'm not quite sure what happens if you don't reap your crops before winter, but I imagine they might die in the fields. I don't think you can reap stuff while it's wintertime. So that's definitely something to take into consideration when you're thinking about this stuff. So are people actually working here? I don't think so. I hope farming is prioritized. I don't know if it is. Oh, Jirhachi. All right. So Jirhachi, oh yes, they're right. Wheat and shoes. Should I sell some wheat? I could. Let's pause and see how much we have. Okay, we have wheat harvest of 6.85 coming in. We could sell some. They're buying at what? $10 a unit. How much potatoes do we have coming in? 7.75. It has to be more than that. I think they're just talking about stuff that's actually on the ground, possibly. Because there has to be much more than that. I think we can sell them some wheat. Let's transfer some to our area here. Let's get wheat up to, say, 10. Man, I would so love to get this shoe thing going on. You know, I think we'll start that. Once we have all of this stuff organized, I think we're going to have to start slaughtering some cows or some bulls, most of them, because we want the cows to repopulate stuff. So we can take some of these bulls and slaughter them so that we can start getting the meat industry up, the leather goes to the, the hide goes to the tannery, which is made into leather, which is made into shoes at the shoemakery. Okay, so this one, they make leather. I didn't actually build the shoemakers, did I? All right, let's build one. Shoemaker's workshop. Okay, we'll turn this around kind of like this. And then we'll also, we also need to make a weaver's workshop and a tailor's workshop. So here's the weavers. And then we'll put the tailors once those guys are completed, I think. Wait, do we want that low? You know what? Let's cancel this. Demolish. Demolish, because this looks like it's too far. Oops. Oh, I guess they started bringing stuff, so that will be there. I don't know if we can actually oh, they did actually demolish it. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's try that again. Get the shoemakers maybe up here. Yeah, I think I put it too low a little bit. Oh, there's a bit of wood there. Can that be removed? I don't know if they'll move it or not. We'll have to see. All right, these guys are working hard on getting lots of wood. Hopefully grabbing it from these places. Right, we have open, look at this, open vacancies. I think that's probably means farming vacancies, i.e. all of these empty spots here that are out of food. How is this? This field is just barely grew. So the ripeness, I guess the ripeness is, if it can be harvested, but it looks like growth is kind of a necessary thing. These fields may be way too big. I feel like maybe we're getting a minimal amount of harvest from these places because of it. And that's probably because we have less farmers overall. We have a full staff of workers, but then the labor amount has gone down significantly. I just hope we can have enough food for stuff to get organized here. We got some wheat. Is that messenger still here? No. All right, we'll have to wait until they come back, but that'll be there for the next time, I hope. Okay, so are they gonna pick up this log, I wonder? I'm like tempted to find a bulldozer icon, but I don't know if there is one. Oh man, I don't know if they're gonna be able to get that or not. That's kind of scary now that maybe I'll have this bit of wood in town forever. I hope not. That's kind of annoying. Place is occupied. Shoot. Could put it there, I suppose. Oh, there we go. Demolish. There we go. Okay. All right. All I needed to do was click on the thing. Fantastic. Right. Shoemaker's workshop. You're going to be here. Let's put you there. Yeah, that's a little bit more space there, I think, and that'll be better. I like that better anyway. And then we'll have our the Weaver's Workshop. Right? Right. Yes. Yes. This is what we want. And boom, there it goes. All right. I think that that's looking good. Do we want to build another thatchery? This one is far, but here we'd have to have a bridge. Nah, they can take stuff from here. Thatch is only needed at the end of building construction, so I think it should be just fine. All right, we've got boats ordered. We don't have anybody building them, which I forgot to allocate. All right, so it looks like our potato harvest is at 28. Wheat is at 34. So there we go. And everybody's collecting stuff. Though it's hard to tell how much is in a stack. That sunflower harvest is overwritten. I hope it's something like 31 or whatever. That would be supremely handy. All right, we have stuff here. Oh, you know what I forgot to calculate is I forgot to calculate the number of oxen in our calculations for hay things but we don't seem to be short, which is pretty good. I'm happy about that. So we should be fine on that, but I'll remember to think about it. Okay, Marefa, they will buy sunflower oil and sunflowers. How much do we have? Right, sunflower oil, they will buy 33, so let's sell them 33. Okay, we'll go 20, deal. Sunflower oil, 13. Right, sunflower oil, both. Okay, good, so that's 33. Are these guys working hard? Not yet. Okay, the sunflowers haven't been brought in yet, which is a shame. But I do have that on purpose so that the sunflowers are gathered the last of all the things because they're not food. And that's kind of how it should be, I think. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? This is looking very cool. I could even have these tall pines standing in town there. Or what are those called? Are those pines? They kind of look like pines. But yeah, they are pine. There we go. Right. Very nice. And I'm happy that this clay pit is working. Ooh, nice. Here we got our shoemaker's workshop. So what we could do is, once we are not needing people to work at the farms, looks like this farm is done altogether. So they could do with another field or something. They have here 5 fields altogether. I think they have 5. This one has 5, and this other one has 6. I think I made those smaller on purpose, but man, that's still a lot of work for these poor people getting stuff going. Where does this belong to? There? Why do they have 2 sunflower fields? That ain't good. This one belongs there. This one is what? Oh, these are potatoes. Never mind. They're not sunflowers. Pardon me. Okay. I wish there were a way to, like, calculate exactly how much is coming from each field. You know, because I have this suspicion that the growth is going to be really important. Like, these grew more than those. And these grew the least of all of these. And you could tell, you know, they're very small. So I imagine it won't have that great of a yield. Anyway, okay, I think that this is probably a good time to stop for now, just before the winter time. So anyway, oh, looks like we're selling stuff. Yay! Or we did sell stuff. Very nice. Anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.